Hello, and welcome to Diary of a Warhammer Noob, where I get wrecked for your entertainment in multiplayer battles in Warhammer, and hopefully I will eventually learn something. So, in today's battle, I faced up against these fellows, the Warriors of Chaos. Now, as soon as the dude selected, I don't remember what fight, it was an MP thingy. I don't know. Needless to say, I lost, but I will get to why later. So, I picked Ungrim. I have no idea why I picked Ungrim, honestly. I feel that I could have picked something else that is better, but whatever. Picked up a runesmith, left with all the runes, a couple thanes. I of course select the Axe of Dargo to Ungrim because I figured that he would bring something large, being Chaos. So that's my justification for Ungrim. There we go, I'm sticking to it. I brought those folks, and one of them had a chevron because I had some leftover cash, thinking, hey, great weapons, they could do damage against Chaos Warriors, right? I have no idea why he would ever bring Chaos Warriors, but, you know, I got them. I got the Grumbling Guard and a couple Slayers for his inevitable large guys. And in terms of ranged infantry, I brought Ulthar's Raiders and Rangers with great weapons. And I'm like, hey, this will work nicely, won't it? This will help nuke down some big dudes. And I had some leftover cash, I brought a cannon. So that was my army. I don't think it was very... well, it was well picked. Kind of. Actually, no, it wasn't. It's terrible. This front line does not fit this set of heroes and this set of support units at all, in my opinion. If I had a Rune Lord, for instance, and another Runesmith, then maybe this could work, or Thorgrim, a Runesmith and an Engineer to buff these guys up to just no tomorrow. Yes, these guys could have been Quarterers and all of that. Anyway, bad army pick on my side. I shouldn't have picked all those because, you know, this army is disjointed, you know? So, down to the battle. Where is it? Good place. 2. Played against Rio. Cool guy. So this is what he brought. Bunch of Dragon Ogres and Kolek. So I'm like, yeah, look. Your anti-large is gonna work fine. Yeah, look at this bloody hill in the middle of the map. I didn't even look at where we were fighting. And this hill, and I brought a cannon. And this hill kinda wrecked me. You know what also wrecked me? Boom! Look at that. I had the bright idea of setting up these guys right into the hill so I can get an early scout, and I'm like, okay, they're next to me. Charge. Of course, these guys are screwed. They're gonna get so much damage done to them while they retreat back into the safety of my army. I cannot cover them because the only ranged element I have are my cannons, which is not bad, but it's only one cannon unit, and that's 2 Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes. And the very valuable scout, seeing that I deployed so close to his Marauder Horseman, I panicked so much I didn't even get a good look at his army. I didn't look that he had so many Marauders with great weapons, and I especially didn't see these blokes right here. Chosen with great weapons. So, here we go. Pretty short battle, because I got wrecked very quickly. These guys are starting to run away, and the Marauder Horsemen are not going to let that happen, of course. I'm going to take a shot, I think. Charges me. Look at the damage these guys have taken. I'm going to shoot them, but, you know, again, I can only do so much damage to these guys, and these guys are running away as fast as they can. They already lost 15 dwarves. And this is where I kind of lose it. He starts shooting at my Slayers very right. He was very right to do so. My Slayers are kind of a danger to his Dragon Ogres. I focus Kolek with my cannons. I don't know why, but I did it. Well, actually, that's not a bad idea. And then I bring all of my guys close to buff their armor, so that they won't get that much damage. Of course, they're armor-piercing missiles, so, you know, my brain malfunctioned. But what can you do? And this is where he charges me. I didn't even look at what units he had. I just assumed it's something that I can beat, because of course that always is so good, right? So I issue a mass AI attack order from my front line to just engage to something. My range, my rangers with great weapons just do nothing. Look at that. Look at their effectiveness. It's great. It's beautiful. Yeah, you're killing Marauder Horsemen. That is, you're spending your very precious little ammo on Marauder Horsemen. That's gonna work wonders for you. And this is where the engagement begins. Dragon Ogres are having a field day with my guys. This is where Kolek shows up. Now, I did mark him by Uthar for my Uthar's Raiders, which brings down his melee, his missile resistance. This was the whole idea of bringing the Dwarf Rangers with great weapons. And these Uthar Raiders are throwing some, chucking some axes at him, and look at the damage they're doing. It's impressive. If only I had managed my guys more. I'd thrown my Slayers up against the Shaggoth, but he pieces out. He just stay there. And I leave my guys in melee with Chaos Marauders. And then I throw everybody else in melee. And these guys just chill back and throw everything they have at these folks. And then he just surrounds me. It is at this point of the game where I noticed, oh snap, these are Chosen. What do I do to kill the Chosen? Nothing. I'm completely screwed. Hi. Oh, that's good. Well, at the very least, it's gonna be a pretty fight. Splat. Did you see those entrails? Well, it's gotta be entertaining for somebody at least. There's a chain lightning from these regiment of renowned dragon ogres. I mean, you can barely see any dwarves at this point. There's one. There's two. Whoa, good swing, son. Whoa, you got an axe to your face. Good show. There's another one. Oh, there's my Thane. He's being wrecked by Chosen. Yeah, this battle, I mean, it's over. It's very, very over. This guy got just assaulted by Ungrim with the Axe of Dargo. He wrecked him, but then, you know, boom. Boom. Yeah, there's no victory. Only shame to the clan. So, fast forwarding it, I at least try and make it... Whoops. I at least try and make it close. Close, you know. Not really. You can barely see some Slayers in this. Whoa, what is with the shaky cam? Okay, that was weird. Where did Ungrim go? Oh, there he is. There's the Slayer. He disappeared. Oh, there he is now. Boom. And down he goes. And then I lose. So, could I have won that? Yes, naturally. I believe that in every fight you have some chance, even if a remote chance. And this was no exception. I lost this because of 3 reasons. 1, I didn't even pay attention to what map I was fighting, and I brought a cannon and virtually no long-range units except the cannon. I don't know, even a Quarreler could have helped. Maybe cut down a bit on these guys, since I have the Grumbling Guard and 6 Dwarf Warriors with great weapons, or drop a Thane or something. The army itself, the army pick itself was just not good, not very good. I think if I would have gone full ranged, it would have probably turned out better. I'm not sure. Just picked a front line that was just designed to hold. This was obviously not the case. Just designed to hold a runesmith and a bunch of dwarf warriors with not with great weapons, with shields and axes, or Longbeards, if in case I was afraid of the terror effects, or just warriors and Thorgrim could have worked too, and just shot him to death. there was a lot of stuff I could do, or I could have just gone full elite, you know, quote unquote elite, and used Longbeards, Ungrim, and super good infantry, ditched the cannon, picked up another ranger with great weapons, and just rush him. I mean, this short range tells me rush, this long range tells me camp, and this front line does not tells me rush. This is pointless, especially with that big hill on it. Aside from that, I mean, my army was just, I think it was poorly made in general, not just the fight against the Warriors of Chaos. It is poorly made army in general. I didn't pay attention to the map, and after the fight went down, after my initial Rangers with great weapons just deployed right on top of these Marauder Horsemen, I panicked, and I didn't even scout when I put them there to scout. I didn't even take a look at the enemy army, and I noticed that these guys even existed when they shredded through a couple of my units, which sucked. Anyway, that's it. Hopefully next time I won't screw up that bad, but hey, you gotta lose before you have to win, I think. See you soon, folks.